Hey, this is Kyle. Welcome to your first training. This video is set up to be kind of just an introduction to the training in general and kind of a orientation just to kind of get you, going the right way with things and to set a couple expectations. But I'm really excited that you're here and I'm really excited that you found this opportunity. And I'm going to just share with you some of the reasons why it's such a good opportunity here. But um, basically, just to let you know a little bit about how the training's set up, I like to keep things pretty short and to the point with training. Training to me is just kind of something to give you a little bit of familiarity with so that when you actually go and do the thing you're being trained on, you've got a little bit of reference that way. But I feel like most of training is kind of forgotten pretty quickly. So I give you just enough to go and do the thing, but I don't want to give you information overload or anything like that. So just know things, it might feel like you're missing some information, but once you go and do it, and then look back, it's all going to make sense. So just trust that everything that we give you in this training is everything that you need. And if you go and, review the training and get the information you need from the training, and then when you get some instruction to go and do something, go and do it, because that's when you really learn. And that's what's going to get you the result that you really came here to get in the first place. So remember to take action and do the stuff that's taught in these training videos, and you're going to be just fine. So um, let me see. So just to tell you, I've been with Container One for just about a year. I've sold containers for 3, 4 years, and we were with another company. My wife and I sell containers together. We were with another company before Container One, and I will tell you, Container One is just a super solid company. Um, they handle basically we sell containers and you're going to sell containers, and then Container One handles everything on the back end with delivering and they set the pricing and everything like that, and they're really good at both of those things, which makes it just that much easier to sell. The company we were with before just was a lot less consistent in their pricing and delivery and different factors, and it would just make it much harder to sell containers. So just know you found a great place to make some extra money. Um, so part of the things that I love about selling containers and what we're going to show you how to do is it's just a super flexible way for you to make extra money. You can make this work really in any situation as long as you have your phone and the internet and maybe a computer, but you don't really even need a computer. But as long as you've got those things, you can do this job. So whether you're like a stay-at-home parent or working part-time somewhere or want to work around a full-time job, that's what I do. I have a full-time job that I work around with this. You can make that work in any of those situations. So it's super flexible. And honestly, for the amount of work that you put into this job, the pay is really well. So yeah, something that really is a great opportunity for multiple reasons. And there's quite a few people that have transitioned from their wife starts doing this, and then the husband gets involved a little bit, and then they end up just stopping working and they do this full time. So it's a job where you can have that full flexibility and work from home and not have a boss and just kind of be able to support yourself on your own terms. So there's a lot of opportunity and flexibility there. Um, Another thing that I like is this job just involves a lot of the very fundamental aspects of a sales job in general. So if you really get good at the main core activities of this job, you can transfer those skills to pretty much any other sales job and be successful. So it gives you a foundation to either start learning some sales skills or improve on sales skills, kind of wherever you're at with your skill level with sales. So I really like that about it as well. And then probably the final thing I'll say, and it's kind of related to the flexibility aspect, but it's just a job where you get out of it what you put into it, and it's in pretty direct proportion that way. So, if you want to just do a little bit with it and just make a little bit extra a month, you can do that. And if you want to put a lot of work into it and make pretty good money, you can do that as well. So I like it when I just see a direct result from the amount of effort that I put into something, and that's the case with containers. So um, one thing I will say, just to set some expectation for your training, is you know make sure that you spend some time and dedicate yourself for the first couple of weeks or month, because there's a couple of factors going on. You're learning something new. You're trying something that you haven't done before, so that's kind of an uphill battle and a little bit of a learning curve that way. But if you can really spend some time and some focus for the first couple of weeks, month, and really get a solid foundation in this. Afterwards, you can just go through and tweak things, and you don't really need to put as much effort in to get the same result. So your first month, you're going to be putting in more effort and getting less result than after that. After that first month, you're going to just be able to tweak little things, and you're going to be kind of ramped up from that first month in a lot of different areas with ads you have out there and different things. But you're just going to be able to get more results with less effort after that first month. So just have that expectation. Just know the first month is more about learning and figuring things out than anything else. But it's fully possible, and a lot of people will make sales their first week. Definitely like first 2-3 weeks for sure. So that's something you just kind of want to put a little extra work into the beginning and get that foundation. And the alternative is if you just dabble with it a little bit and you never fully get the hang of things and never get some consistency and kind of build this into your routine on a daily basis, it's easy just to justify that, it doesn't work or whatever. But it's such a straightforward and simple thing. Like, it is so simple to sell containers, like very simple. So there's not really any tricks or magic to doing it. It's just, getting some consistency and doing, the fundamental things every day. So just kind of set that expectation. But like I said, I think I've said this, but the training gives you everything you need. There's no extra stuff that we're not going to tell you. Everything you need to do is in, you're going to learn 90% of this business in the first 2 days of training. So it's just a matter of, getting into the habit of doing the things every day. And it's just, a little bit of stuff, and you're going to get faster at doing it. It's going to get easier as you go along. So just stick with it for the first little while for sure. I set this up. All this training is going to be set up through like videos and through training guides that we'll send you that you can read along and follow along. So I used to do trainings on like an individual one-on-one basis, but I like doing it this way with a video because you can go back and rewatch things. I think the first time you watch through, these training videos and do some of these things, it's just going to be a little bit of an introduction. So after that, you can go back and rewatch things and connect the dots more. Once you're more familiar, once you've done the thing once or twice, come back and watch the trainings, and stuff will make a lot more sense. So I like being able to rewatch, for you to be able to rewatch things, but you can definitely reach out to me. You should have my phone number, my cell phone number. You can text me or call me anytime with questions, and I'll help you out that way too. So, but rely on the trainings, and I just find the people that do the best usually are the ones who are willing to figure it out. So come to me and ask me questions, but I would say, trust that you can figure these things out, because you're going to understand it on a deeper level when you figure it out yourself through the training. I'll just have people reach out to me and just ask me what different sizes that we offer or something like that. So if you're the type of person who's going to text me and ask me after these trainings what size of containers that we offer, this might not be for you. But there's so simple things like that. I kind of expect you to figure out some of the more technical and advanced things, and that's definitely, like, there's nothing too technical or advanced about anything we do here. But if you get stuck or have some questions on posting ads, definitely reach out to me. But like I said, all that's in the training, and just jump in, mess things up a couple of times, and that's okay to do, because that's how you learn. So don't feel like you have to do everything perfect or anything like that. But like I said, the most important thing with all this training is to take action and to get out there and really do the stuff. So today I'm really wanting you guys to post some ads and to have your first couple ads posted. So we're going to walk you through training on that in a little bit, and I want you guys to go and do that as you're getting trained on it. So one last thing is I had a job before, and they had kind of I don't remember what they called it, like a success equation or something, but I think it's really relatable to what we do with containers. But the equation was A times E equals R. So basically what that was activities times effectiveness equals your result. So how many activities you do, for this instance, how many ads you post, how many phone calls you take off those ads, how many follow-up activities you do, times the effectiveness, how good you are at those individual activities, is going to equal your result. So keep that in mind. This business is all about quantity, like how many activities can you do. So how many ads can you post, how many follow-up activities can you do, that type of thing, and then what can you do to get better at each of those things. So in the next video, we're going to walk you through probably the 3 or 4 core activities you're going to do, and just keep that in the back of your mind. How can I do more of these things? How can I become more effective so I get more results from doing the same amount, or how can I do the same amount of things quicker? And that's what I'm all about, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do that, because that's when you can really, do better. Is if you can get double the result from the same 1 or 2 hours of work, then that's when you're really going to want to do more and stick with this. So just keep that in the back of your mind throughout these trainings, and then we'll get a foundation, and then I'm really going to try to teach you guys just how to do more activities and just become better on a regular basis. We have a Facebook group we'll add you to, and there's going to be ongoing trainings and resources in there to help you become better at each of these things as well. So don't think that this training is it. You're going to have some initial training to give you an introduction, but there's going to be ongoing training and support as well. But jump into the next video, and I'm going to go through training resources and just set some expectations to get you started posting ads. So we will see you soon.